Our previous episode about the much-maligned 1990s seemed to go over pretty well, so you know what, f*** it.
March is 90s month.
There, now we have a theme. Anyway, as mentioned in said previous episode, one of the defining features of 90s pop culture was the re-emergence of trends from previous generations. Swing dancing came back, bell-bottoms came back, skateboard and surf culture came back, punk rock sort of came back, you know the drill. In a significantly less important niche, however, the 90s also saw the beginnings of the nascent nostalgia toy market, owing partially to the fact that the speculator boom in the comics industry had sent grown-up would-be investors trekking to their local comic book stores, which in those days as in these, frequently doubled as collectible shops. The result saw the return to prominence of the original doll-sized G.I. Joe, the mainstreaming, kind of the adult Barbie collector scene, and the re-emergence of vintage boomer brands like Stretch Armstrong and Creepy Crawlers. But one of the most unusual revivals involved one of the most famous novelty icons of all time, the Troll doll. The origins of trolls are like something out of a fairy tale themselves, or at least some kind of above-average Hallmark movie. In 1959, a Danish woodcutter and fisherman named Thomas Dam crafted a handmade troll doll for his daughter, being so poor at the time that he was unable to afford to purchase her a birthday present from a store. By all accounts, Dam's daughter was enchanted with her new doll, and so was everyone else. The poor fisherman soon found himself inundated with other local children and their parents willing to pay for a troll of their own. And just like that, Thomas Dam was soon one of his era's most unlikely entrepreneurs, in command of a toy craze that swept through Europe at great speed and reached the United States by 1963, where Dam's corporation, which was actually called Damn Things, made a paperwork error filing for copyrights, allowing a flood of cheaper, unlicensed imitations to flood the United States market. But whoever was manufacturing them, the troll dolls of all varieties had their peak popularity in the early 60s before becoming more of a random novelty thereafter with various peaks and valleys in popularity. But in the 1990s, they experienced a big, unexpected revival and soon were once more ubiquitous. But 90s toy companies thought they could get even bigger. When the trolls had first gained stateside notoriety, the collectible doll market was all but exclusively focused on young girls. But by the 90s, the Holy Grail had shifted demographics to school-aged and younger teenage boys, the market mindset being utterly dominated by the juggernaut that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, and every plastic pusher worth his weight in ball joints was looking to scrape the bottom of that busted TGRI canister. Remind me to tell you about the Street Sharks sometime. No, that's a show for another day. So, the race was on to find a way to make boys want to buy trolls, or rather to make trolls boy acceptable enough that they'd buy them in the same numbers they'd bought turtles. Tycho tried with the high fantasy flavored Troll Warriors, and my god if that packaging isn't the 90s in a nutshell, which somebody believed in enough to back an animated special that came with some of the toys. I don't know if they ever actually aired it anywhere. Well, the budget animation specialists at DiC threw together the Magical Super Trolls, the only one of these boy-targeted reimaginings that tried to use traditional Dam-style trolls, albeit reconfigured into a Smurfs clone with an urban 1990s setting and a nominal superhero gimmick.
Thinking with your mouth sure tastes awful. There's no time to bother with these weird humans. We gotta find Dreadmore. But how will we get around the city? It's so big and we're so small.
My personal favorite of these attempts were Hasbro's Battle Trolls, which reworked whatever boy toy theme they could think of into troll form. See Count Trollula, Sergeant Troll, Trollclops, Punk Troll, Slapshot Troll, the Trollminator, etc. The Battle Trolls were cool toys, sturdy and amusingly sculpted in that over-designed Madball sort of way, but they never caught on. Slightly more successful, though, and slightly better remembered today, was Ace Novelty's more blatant TMNT knockoff, the Stone Protectors. For whatever reason, I've heard it suggested that there were complaints about the trolls looking too naked, which sounds believable. Some varieties of the knockoff trolls started being manufactured with little gems where their belly buttons would be. The Stone Protectors were designed as the extreme version of that. Shorter-haired troll heads on beefy action figure bodies with ninja, commando, wrestling, or sports-themed accessories, and flint-activated gems on their chests, because putting Zippo-style sparking flint triggers into children's toys is a thing we used to do. Let's meet them.
The name is Max. I'm a skater blader. One slice from me and it's see you later.
Chester's my name, and I like food. Like to squeeze bad guys with my wrestling moves. My name is Angus. Gus to my pals. I'll make anything into an arsenal.
Cornelius is my name, memorize my thing. Fight like a warrior, sing like the king.
They call me Cliff, and I like to climb. Put the drop on bad dudes anytime.
We're the Stone Protectors. Our stones of power glow.
Yeah, the Stone Protectors' backstory involved a failed rock band who were transformed into trolls and gained special powers from magic gems given to them by Princess Opal of Mithrandir, which they were then tasked with protecting from Zoc and the evil Saurians. The inevitable short-lived cartoon series was about what you'd expect.
We're the band knows how to rock. Lots of flags, lots of sock. Don't get fooled by this handsome bunch, cause it's back and really fun. Stone Protectors.
Curiously, by the time the cartoon hit the airways, someone decided it would be better to differentiate the stone protectors from the rest of the troll concept, removing the catchphrase "trolls on a roll" from their theme song and replacing it with the more generic "don't you know." Either way, stone protectors didn't really catch on any better than Battle Trolls, Super Trolls, or Troll Warriors had, though at least they got a beat-em-up video game that's remembered for being pretty decent, and were soon relegated to yard sale zone with all the other Ninja Turtle clones as the Power Rangers and Pokemon claimed new dominance of the toy aisle. The rest of the revivified troll craze soon followed, nudged along by Damn Things aggressively pursuing reinstatement of their exclusive trademark, which finally came in 2003. However, a much ballyhooed, Deke-backed relaunch of the brand as Trolls was dead on arrival a few years later. So dead, in fact, that Damn Things sued Deke for damaging their good name. But in 2010, DreamWorks Animation acquired the rights to produce a Trolls feature film, which is currently targeting a 2015 release. Because, well, this got 3 f***ing movies, so why the hell not? Ensuring that Thomas Dam's surprise mega hit will soon be poking over cubicle walls all over the world once again. I'm Bob, and that's the big picture.